Hey, good afternoon, everyone. People are slowly coming in. We're at about 15, 16 here. So I'm gonna wait a minute or two before we get started. All right. How many of you had your first final this morning? All right. Whether good or bad, I want you to put in the chat function one observation, one thing that went well, or one thing that went bad, or one thing that just surprised you. I'm curious. I need some feedback. That's good to hear, Jill. Still waiting on everybody else to participate here. All right, here we go. Kaylee, you passed period 2 successfully. I'm proud of you. Sometimes, making it through those study hall finals can be tough. If you were in the building and your parents didn't come get you or drive you to school late, you would have had a 3.5 hour block of nothing to do. It is one of the most boring experiences in a teacher's life. I have to admit it. And you have to stay in the same room. I just let people go to sleep. Sometimes I show a movie. It's done pretty quickly, good amount of time, quicker, got an A. Lucy had a tough period to you on as well. Less stressful. Surprised by the amount of questions. Hopefully it was good or bad. I don't know. A lot of questions. That sounds decent. I mean, I'm sure people aren't going to put horrible things on here, maybe. Yeah. So anyways, I appreciate the feedback. That's what I'm looking for. My CP final this morning, I gave them all the answers before the final. Basically, I just read through the whole test without them seeing it. They were pretty appreciative of that. Now I'm not going to do that for you. I'm just going to be straight up with it. But I also did something very nice and easy. I made a color coded study guide for you. This is about as advanced organizationally as I've ever gotten in my life. So I'm going to go to it and kind of show you what we're going to do today. All right. I think you'll find it to be pretty cool and also effective as a means to cut down a lot of the extra studying you've done. Hopefully you have done some studying, so it feels like you're ready to go. Okay. So I'm going to take the screen here. And I forgot we only have a 40-minute class too. It's just really weird. So screen share module. All right. So I want everyone to look here on my screen and just see that I have made a separate semester 1 final exam Canvas module. So semester 1 terms for final exam, that's what we're going to be using today. And that looks like this right here, and you can upload that when you get a chance, but you can obviously put this back into not the color that it is, but I wanted to get into 9 groups today so we could split the material up. Each group would get 5 terms, and then it wouldn't be like too much work. Plus you could get it uploaded by the end of the period. And then what it'll be is it'll have all of these terms. There's 45 terms here. All of them will be on this Canvas discussion page, and then you'll get to see period 9s as well. So you can kind of compare what is found from maybe 2 different groups. And this is a good base. If you don't know some of these terms, you don't need to go fishing in random books or whatnot. They'll just be right here. Okay. So this is as much of a layup as I've ever given people before. It's like I've passed the ball, a nice bounce pass, it land right in your chest. all you need to do is go up with your right hand. Make sure you go off your opposite leg. You know what I'm talking about on layups. You always opposite arm, opposite leg. Maybe that's too deep. But it's pretty much right there for you. Okay. The other thing then I wanted to do, I'm gonna go back to the module here. We still have people coming in and out. I don't know what's going on their stuff. When we get into these groups, I've got a discussion called Parking Lot for Final Review Guide. That's today. We have a short class. So here's what is going to happen. I am going to manually put you into groups of 3 or so, 2 to 3, probably 3 in most of the groups. And your group's going to create a shared Google Doc and complete the ID for 5 of the terms you were assigned in class. Format the terms like this for each term. What the term is, and then who, what, why, where, and when. Okay? Now, I would do like a quick example. If the term was Dan Brunette, who? He is AP World History teacher and North Central tennis coach. What? He has made it to the state championship 10 years in a row, and has taught Whap and CP for 13 years. Why? He's not that important, but he's helped influence a lot of students and players' lives. Where? North Central High School, which is located in Indianapolis, in the state of Indiana, in the United States, in the continent of North America. When 2008 to the present. Your wins are mostly going to be like within a time frame, 50 years, 100 years. And so once you've done that for your 5 terms, you can split it up however you want to, but you all need to have a Google Doc where then one person, I don't care who it is, you can play rock, paper, scissors in person or in your room. But when you're done, copy and paste your responses to this discussion post. When all are finished, you should have a completed study guide, and you will get to compare what both period 7, 8, and period 9 completed. Discussion posts will be open to everyone to look at. So essentially what we're doing here is we're sharing the work to get it all done. Okay. Now, final exam itself, we have a whole hour to study if we need to. We can go over any of these terms that you're like, well, I'm not totally positive what he was talking about there. I'll be as responsible as I can be without just straight up giving you the question. Okay. Does anybody have any questions before I get into these breakout rooms? I am going to need everybody to participate. Remember, you're part of the team here, and you are inevitably helping everybody else at the same time. Okay. So questions, put them in the chat box right now, or just unmute. It's up to you. All right. The one other thing that I wanted to do was I wanted to share. I'm sure you've seen this a bunch of times. Hopefully you will see it a bunch more times. I wanted to share the schedule. So I believe I'm showing you the schedule right now. Is that correct? No? All right, let me try again. Can you see it now? No? All right, well, we have until 1:20, so 31 minutes to do this. And then your final exam, I will not see you again until Thursday. The only grade that I have outstanding left to put in is your discussion from last Friday. I need to go in and see who upload their notes and their questions. I'll get that done while you're working, and I'll check in on any rooms if you have individual questions, okay? There's 1 through 9 on the list that I made. So I'm going to have 9 breakout rooms. Your room will correspond, your terms will correspond to the number of room that you're in, okay? So 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. All right. Are you sure we have no other questions? Okay. Let me know. I'm going to be here, obviously. Let me know if somebody's not doing anything via a just tell me or whatever, send me a reminder or something. Because everybody needs to participate here. And I don't think we'll have a problem with this group. So All right. Breakout rooms are coming. I got to stop the share to do that. Okay, hold on. All right, we got 9. We got Vivian and Katya and Griffin and Hannah Hiddo. You guys are going to be the only groups of 2. All right, perfect. Let's get at it.